Only mode.
Good afternoon, everyone. Scott Earhart and Anna Sanchez here with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. So excited to have you guys here with us today. What a timely topic we have for you. Anna is going to go through some Medicare information and fact finding and how you can create more sales via your Medicare sales. Super excited about it. Before we get into that, we are going to go through a couple of housekeeping items and a few introductory slides. So if you bear with us for just a second here, we're going to give you some really great information about who we are here at IMES, what we can do to help you, and then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of today's presentation. So let's start with housekeeping items. Probably the most important thing you'll hear from us today. Top right-hand corner of your screen is our phone number, 800-255-5055. If there is anything that we can be doing to help you in the Medicare markets, life, annuity, or wealth management markets, do not hesitate to give a call. We absolutely would love the opportunity to earn your business. Next housekeeping item, questions. We're going to throw a lot of information at you in a very short period of time. You will see on your screen that there's a questions box. We want this to be as interactive as possible, so please type in any questions that you may have, and at the end of our presentation today, Anna will be more than happy to go through as many of those questions as she can and get them answered for you. If we can't answer them while we are live and in session, we will follow up with you to make sure we get your questions answered. Final housekeeping item. Polling questions. I believe in this presentation you're going to see 3 polling questions from us. If you would please take the time to just click yes or no on those polling questions. We do certainly appreciate everyone's participation, and it certainly gives us a better idea about how we can be tailoring your experience here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. That being said, let's get into some introductory slides here. Business builders. This is a great slide because all I'm going to talk about for the next minute is putting money back in your pocket, which is one of my favorite things to talk about. Going to start on the top of the screen with the referred producer program. Our business here on the wholesale side of the industry is so similar to yours out there in the field, in that one of the best leads we're ever going to get is a referral from one of our valued clients, or you, our valued producers. So we want to make it worth your while to refer individuals to us. When you refer an individual over to us and they pick up any license through Insurance Agency Marketing Services, we're going to send you a check for $50 just as a thank you and to let you know how much we do appreciate that referral. Now, where the real money comes in for you is as your referral writes business, you're going to get a 20 basis point override on that. We cut these checks at least quarterly, and I can tell you right now, Steve and Charles both sign checks for thousands and thousands of dollars at a time. Very lucrative for you. If there is an individual that you think could benefit from working with IMES, please give Anna their name, their contact information, type it into the questions box, whatever's easiest for you. We'll do the best we can to follow up with them, get them recruited over here to IMES, and get you on your way to earning some referred producer dollars. Marketing reimbursement below that, probably the most lucrative marketing campaign, marketing offer in the industry. Rough numbers on this: for every $100,000 in premium you place with us, $200 goes into your marketing reimbursement account. Now, what makes your marketing reimbursement account here at IMES so unique is it is truly your money. We don't put really any restrictions on how you utilize that money. We'll let you grow it as long as you'd like to grow it. We don't cap it. We'll let you use it for pretty much any business expense that you have. How it works is you send us a receipt. We cut you a check hopefully that same day to help you offset your business and marketing expenses. Very lucrative program, probably the most popular program that we offer, so I would highly encourage you to take advantage of marketing reimbursement. If you'd like to know what's in your marketing reimbursement account or more details on how the program works, just let us know. We can get that information for you. New producer builders. I see a lot of new names here with us today, so I'm talking to you here. This is a program just for you, whether this is your first introduction to IMES or whether you're newly appointed with us. This is a great program for you. 3 different levels to qualify at. It is based on production within your first 180 days of being licensed through IMES. As you can see, at each level, we've got great options for you to choose from. Cash rewards, business building tools, personal perks, all available to you. If you'd like to know where you stand for the new producer program, or if you'd like to chat about what we can do to get you up to that next level, just give us a call. Love to have that conversation with you. Back office support, saving you time. This is the core of IMES. This is truly what we're here to do. We're here to help you work smarter and not harder. We have tons of business building tools and resources for you, whether you find it at IMESinc.com or you're calling in to utilize our services via telephone. We definitely want to make it easier for you to grow your business, and we want to provide the resources for you to do so. Case design assistance, if you've ever had the experience of calling 800-255-5055, you absolutely know that's what we're here for. We've got a great marketing staff. My team will do everything we can to help you design the perfect case for your client, make sure it fits every single need that arises, and we'll place you with the best products in the industry. Forms at your fingertips, IMESinc.com, a lot of great forms for you there. Submission to commission support. I can't speak highly enough of Amber Williams and the entire new business team here. We are truly submission to commission here, and we have a lot of expertise in it. We'll scrub apps for you. We'll order parameds. We'll track that app for you through the entire issuance process. Make sure that it gets through as clean and as quick as possible, ultimately resulting in you getting commissioned as quickly as possible. Life and annuity quotes, you know that's what we're here for. You know we'll help you with that. Again, great marketing team from case design to the quotes. Same day quote guarantee here. You're not going to have to wait days and days and days to get a quote out of us. You'll get it the same day you ask for it. Sales coaching and expertise. We do have 4 sales coaches throughout the country that would love to chat with you about how they can help you grow your practice in paperless contracting, all available to you. Just some basic tools that we offer to help make you more efficient. If you'd like to learn more about anything that I just spoke about, let us know. We can get you more details on that. We do have an in-house creative team here. Josh, Tasia, Logan do a great job with our producers with turnkey solutions that can be customized specifically for you with your logo. If you don't have your logo already designed, you don't have your brand, we can help you build that brand out, and digital solutions as well with online marketing projects, websites, social media, all sorts of stuff that they can do for you. And here's what I'm going to tell you. We don't make money with our creative team. IMES Creative was not brought into existence to be a profit-centric part of the business. It is here to support our producers. We make money when you write business, and that's the only way we make money. So if you compare our fees for IMES Creative to your local PR or graphic design firm, you're going to be really excited about how much money we can save you, and we'll save you that money, and you won't have to give up any quality. If you'd like to learn more about what the creative team can do, just give a call, ask for Josh or Tasia. They'd love to chat with you about their services. Our brand new website. Really happy with IMESinc.com and the directions it's heading, or the direction it is headed. We've got a lot of great new sales tools out there. The sales resource library was just launched. Assess Best link is now there. Of course, the annuity quote engine is out there for you. A lot of different industry links, forms online, product grids, a lot of great stuff. If you haven't taken the time to go to IMESinc.com and register yet, please do so as soon as the webinar is over. I think you'll find a lot of great tools for you and your practice there. Retirement Analyzer. Anna's going to talk about fact finding and how that can generate business for you. This is going to go along that same line. We are entering into a time of heightened regulation. Don't know exactly what it's going to look like. Don't really want to get off into the weeds talking about the DOL and everything else that's out there. But what it comes down to is there are going to be standards put into place some way, some shape, some form that are going to require you to show your work and how you came to your recommendation. Retirement Analyzer is a great tool to help you do that. Not only is it a great tool for you to be able to show why you made the recommendation that you did, it's a great tool to help you close sales. Very, very easy to understand graphs and charts for your clients, and it will show them exactly how long their funds will last into retirement in their current state. And then by utilizing a product or a service that you provide and offer, how much longer their money will last, making some very conservative and basic assumptions. So if you'd like to learn more about the Retirement Analyzer or start a free trial of it, give Marcus Solar in our office a call. He's the point man on Retirement Analyzer. He'd love to set you up with that trial, talk with you a little bit, show you maybe a case design or two, exactly what it looks like. I think you'll find that well worth your time. IMS Wealth Management. I'm going to talk about IMS Wealth Management here real quickly, and as I do, I'm going to launch the first poll of the day. And all we're asking you here is if you'd like to learn more about IMS Wealth Management. If you click yes, you'll get an automated email, and that'll be followed up by a call from Charles, Joan, or Mike in our wealth management office just to chat with you about your interest. So we founded IMS Wealth Management a little over a year ago now, and we are an RIA. Help people that have the RIARs or have their Series 65, however you want to refer to it, manage their business and run on a simplified platform. And we did it to help you increase your revenue through managed money fees and the recurring fees that are involved with that. Also, to improve client retention. I'm sure we've all lost a client or two over the years to a registered rep of some type because the client felt like they could get more holistic planning there. You can now help them do that and also strengthen your client relationships. We all have those really good clients that were their safe money people or were their Medicare person. Now you can be their investment person as well. Excuse me. That's what IMS Wealth Management is here to do. Charles and his team do a great job with it. And what I think you'll find is if you are currently an RIA or an IAR and your RIA is charging you some absorbent fees, you're going to be really pleased with our fee structure. You'll also be really excited about the technology and the platform we'll bring to the table. Very competitive there. If you are looking at getting your Series 65, if you're not already 65 licensed, we're here for you as well. We've got a great partnership with a training program to help you pass the test the first time around. Had a great success ratio with that, and we can certainly help you there as well. That being said, I don't want to spend too much time here. I do want to get this off to Anna, so if you haven't taken the time to click yes or no on the polling question, if you would please do so, I'd certainly appreciate that. All right, everybody. Poll now closed. Thank you for your participation there. Oh, guess what? Second poll of the day, and I promise you, I'm almost going to get you over to the meat and potatoes. We're almost there. But I do want to talk about this, and this is very timely, our Life and Annuity Academy. Just launched a poll asking you if you'd like more information about our upcoming Life and Annuity Academy. If you click yes, you're going to get an automated email with some information about the Academy. The reason why this is so timely is our next Academy and our final Academy for 2017 is November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And basically, if we are going to get you an invitation, it has to go out this week. We are closing registrations at the end of this week. So what happens at our Life and Annuity Academies are they're basically 2.5 days. We're going to fly you in on a Wednesday, have an evening session Wednesday night, do a full day on Thursday, and then a morning session, excuse me again, everyone, I'm sorry, a morning session on Friday. Get you back on a plane about midday and hopefully have you home in time for dinner Friday night. You'll meet a lot of our internal staff here at IMS. First of all, you'll meet Steve Murray and Charles Hiring, our executive team and ownership group. One of the really unique things about IMS is the people that own us are directly involved in our day-to-day operations. Steve and Charles run us on a daily basis, and they want to get to know you individually. They want to understand what your practice looks like and make sure that we are tailoring your experience here at IMS so you get the maximum potential from us to help you grow your business. You'll meet Mark Raymakers, who is our life director. He's got a lot of great expertise and a lot of great sales ideas to help you grow your life insurance business and your estate planning business. You'll meet myself. I will be there to go through everything that we can offer you on the annuity end of the spectrum, everything that we do to help annuity producers write more annuities, keep more annuities on the books, and make sure they understand what's on the cutting edge of the industry right now. IMS Wealth Management will be there. Creative team will be there. Submission to commission team will be there to talk about everything we can do to help you. What I think I find, and not what I think, what I know is the most beneficial about our life and annuity academies is we bring in all 4 of our sales coaches from throughout the country. And to be a sales coach at Insurance Agency Marketing Services, not only do you have to be able to talk the talk, but you must be able to walk the walk as well. These are individuals that are upper 1% producers, top earners in our industry, and what they will do is show you exactly what it is that they do on a daily basis to make themselves top producers and give you the ability to take that information home with you, implement it into your own practice, and hopefully help you grow your practice through those techniques. That being said, we are going to close down this poll. And again, this is the last week for applications and registrations for the Academy. So if you haven't taken the time to click yes or no, if you would please do so, I'd certainly appreciate that. All right, poll closed. Last thing, I believe I'm ending on this, our 2018 Marketing Summit. February 25th, 28th, will be at the Boulders Resort and Spa in Arizona. This is one of, if not my absolute favorite place in the United States. If you like to golf, you should join us on this trip. 2 amazing golf courses. If you like to relax, you should join us on this trip. Probably the best spa I've ever been to. Great pools. The accommodations are top notch, probably the most comfortable hotel that I've ever been in my life. Really excited about it. We're probably going to have the largest marketing summit we've ever had with this one, just from what I'm seeing. And we'd really, really like you to join us as well. If you would like to discuss joining us, please give me a call. Let me know. I'd love to have that conversation with you. And that being said, I'm going to hand it over to our keynote speaker, Anna, and she will lead you through Fact Finding 101.
Well, hello, everyone. This is Anna. Hopefully everyone's doing well today. So today we're going to go over Fact Finding 101, just getting information actually we use Medicare supplements. So by using Medicare presentations, it provides a great resource to expose clients' needs for additional products. So we're going to be going over long-term care, cancer plans, life insurance, and annuities, and even financial vehicles. So this webinar will instruct you to fact find in a way that you're going to reveal information and opportunities through the Medicare A and B presentation. You're going to discover that with the same efforts, your business is going to multiply. So first, we're going to go over Part A of Medicare. Before I really go into this, like I said, I do an A and B presentation. I'm a really big believer in education. The more that the client knows, the more that they're going to understand that, it doesn't matter what care you have as long as, a G plan is a G plan. So the more you educate a client, I believe the easier the sale will be. They'll understand what exactly Medicare is. And that's what I teach them, is that what is supplement? What is Medicare? Why do I need a supplement, or why do I need some sort of co-insurance? So we're going to be going over that stuff today as well. I also, just kind of a gold nugget here, when I sit down with clients, I actually ask them to get their Medicare card out, and I also ask them to get their insurance card out as well. And that will tell me a couple things. And again, all of this webinar today is just fact-finding, just obtaining information about a client, just as much information in one setting as possible, so you're going to be able to write more policies in a household. So again, we're going back to the cards. I ask them to get their Medicare card and then their doctor or their co-insurance card. That's going to tell me of one, because we're going to be talking about Part A and Part B of Medicare. Well, that's going to be right on their Medicare card. And it's something that they have. You didn't bring that into a house. That's something that they have. So that actually builds trust and credibility. Also, with their insurance card, I will know what direction I want to go, if they've got a supplement or if they've got a Medicare Advantage. So that way I know what to focus my presentation on. So we're going to go into Part A. Like I said, I'm big into education. So I tell them about Part A. What is Part A? Well, Part A with Medicare is going to be your hospital. The hospital walls and the bed that you sleep on, that's all Medicare is going to be covered under Part B and Part A, and that's how it's going to be billed. So for the first 60 days of Medicare, Medicare is going to leave behind $1,316. That means that if they did not have some sort of coinsurance for the year 2017, this is what they're going to be, the client is going to be responsible for. 61 to 90 days is $329, and then 91 to 150 days is $658. So as I'm talking with them and educating them on Medicare, I also go through skilled care. This skilled care is where we're going to obtain if they have long-term care insurance. So for skilled care, so if they have a knee replacement, hip surgery, if they needed to go into some sort of skilled care facility, Medicare is going to pick up the first 20 days. Any 21 to 100 days, they're going to leave behind $164.50 for the client to pay on for their share. And then anything 100 days or after, Medicare is going to stop paying. And so they need some sort of coverage, that being long-term care, short-term care, nursing home coverage. So this is where I would ask them, do you have some sort of coverage to help you with these bigger expenses? If they say yes, yep, there is, we do have long-term care. You can go a little bit more into detail about it. When was the last time you reviewed your long-term care? And most time, it's been a while. They bought the policy, 10, 15 years ago, and they haven't looked at it since. You can always ask the client to go grab that policy, or ask them, what carrier is it? And a lot of times I found out that we can even call the carrier right then and there, and that builds trust and credibility. You want to care about your clients, and you want to make sure that they're on the best spot possible. So by doing that, we need to get to know we need to see the whole picture of what they have. A lot of folks, when it comes to long-term care, is they worry that one, with clients, you hear that, I'm never going to go into the nursing home. I'm going to die at my house, and so with a lot of people, they worry that they're going to put in so much premium that they're not, if they never use it, they're going to lose their cover. They're going to, if they don't use it, you lose it, which is true. So using actually a single premium whole life with a long-term care rider is a great alternative planning to that what if. So our marketers here at IMES, we've got Sandy does a lot with the single premium whole life. Give her a call and she'll go into more details, give you quotes on how to utilize that single premium with that long-term care riders to help with that, again, that alternative planning to that long-term care. So now we're going to go into Part B of Medicare. So this is going to be your medical. Again, I refer back to their card. Their card's laying on the table, so I point to it. I say Part B is going to be your medical. Medical is going to be anything done to you or for you. They do pay a premium every month. It does come out of their Social Security monthly. There is a deductible. This year it's $183. So by talking about Part B, I'm going to be able to obtain their medical conditions. This is where I'm going to find out majority of if they're healthy, if they're unhealthy. I even ask them, when do you see your doctor? Do you see them annually? Who else do you see? Do you see a cardiologist? So this actually, by using this A&B presentation, you're just gathering as much information as possible. So with this Part B, with the Part B, so I go into medical conditions, their overall health. This is where I really go into their health and ask them questions about it. After that, Medicare does do that 80-20 split. Medicare pays 80%, your insurance pay the remaining 20%. And by doing the Part B and getting all these health questions, I'm able to determine, as I'm talking with them, what carrier I'm going to write them. Because with certain carriers, they ask certain health questions. So as I'm going through here, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I can write this company, or, oh, they've got this, so I can write this company. So I have a better game plan at the very end so I'm not fumbling and looking through. So as I'm going through this whole conversation, I'm just thinking in my mind of, okay, this carrier is going to be good, or this carrier is going to be awesome for this one. And then I also go into Part D. With Part D, of course, you can only enroll and disenroll in this between October 15th and December 7th. And with talking about Part D, I go into more about their prescription drug plans. Again, this is more of the pre-qualifying for the supplements or life insurance. I ask them, do you take a lot of prescription drugs? Do you take quite a few prescription drugs? Have you ever reached the donut hole? If they don't know what the donut hole is, explain to them what the donut hole is. I actually ask them too, if most folks have a list of their prescription drugs in their purse or their wallet. If they don't, they've got their pill bottles somewhere close around them. So I just ask them what their if they can go grab that list or go grab their pill bottles, and then I jot those down on my fact finder as well. And again, this is just pre-qualifying, just getting as much information as possible and fact finding a little bit deeper. And then the very last thing that I go over when I'm kind of doing the fact finding is life insurance. I tell them that I asked them, I'm like, did you know that the surviving spouse receives $255 to help pay for funeral cost? And a lot of time I get a chuckle because of the fact that $255 is not going to pay for a lot when it comes to funeral cost. It might pay for a flower arrangement. That's pretty much it. So they kind of chuckle and I would say, yep, that's not a lot. So I go in and I ask them, okay, do you have life insurance? Do you have something that will help you out with, again, these bigger expenses? And if they say, yes, I have, A and B company, perfect. Stop there, jot that down. We're going to come back to life insurance later. Okay, so we move on. We're going to obtain that information. We're going to go back to life insurance, but right now we're going to focus on the supplement because this is why we made that appointment in the first place, is a supplement appointment. But again, we're just fact finding. We're getting information, the most information as possible by going through the Medicare supplement route. So I use the Medicare guidebook, the Choosing a Medigap Policy. I don't go through the whole entire book. I only go through a couple of pages. So I only go through pages 9, 11, 19, and 25. These are just the key pages that I go through for my closing. So I know most of you have some sort of closing that you can use, but I use this Choosing Medigap Policy for kind of my closing for my supplement. This is page 9 of the Medigap. It basically says, what is a Medigap policy? So Medigap, and I do actually read this full page. It says what a Medigap policy is. It's just private health insurance. But at the bottom it says all Medigap policies must follow federal and state laws designed to protect you. I read that very slowly, and I put emphasis in it because if you notice at the very bottom it says cost is usually the only difference between Medigap policies with the same letter sold by different insurance companies. Again, I'm really big in educating my clients because it's going to be easier for me to write the supplement. They like, oh, I can save this much and have the same benefits? Perfect. Why not? So again, this is all part of educating clients on what is a Medigap policy. Why did they get insurance? Page 11 does go through the plans that Medicare offers to insurance companies to sell to the consumer. So I do go through the, if they have, because I already know what type of plan they have. So let's say if they have Plan F or Plan G, I know that because the card is sitting right in front of me. So I know that what direction I need to go. So I show them, if they've got Plan G, I show them, Plan G pays for everything except for the Part B deductible. Once you meet the deductible, then everything will be paid for you at 100%. So it's just, again, educating is such a big thing. Page 19, I actually only go through the very top there where it's bold. Comparing Medigap cost. As discussed on the previous pages, the cost of Medigap policies can vary widely. There can be big differences in the premiums that different insurance companies charge for exactly the same coverage. Again, I'm just trying to let them know that, and I'm trying to educate them on what a supplement is. And then the very last thing that I go over in the book is page 25, which is steps to buying a Medigap policy. So step 1, decide which benefits you want. Then decide which of the standard Medigap policies meet your needs. Step 2 is find out what insurance company sells these Medigap policies. Step 3, call the insurance companies that sell the Medigap policies you're interested in and compare the cost. And then 4, buy the Medicare policy. So I I joke around. I'm like, okay, when you turn 65, did you do these steps? And a lot of people say, no, I just, I got what my neighbor has. So I said, as an agent, I um, say that, you know what, I'm able to help you with these steps. The first step is going to be on you. What kind of benefits do you want? And then I sometimes refer to page back 11 and go over the benefits again. Flip back to page 25, and I say, I can help you with 2, 3, and 4. Because you know what, here at IMES too, that we've got several Medicare supplement policies and Medicare supplement carriers that we offer. And of course, each have different premiums. So by doing all of the educating them, and again, each agent, you're going to have your own closings on how you do things. So make that Medicare supplement sale. So by doing this A and B presentation, you should have obtained information about their supplement to Medicare, either that being the supplement or the Medicare Advantage. You should have obtained at least their long-term care insurance, or if they have any. Cancer plans, I go through cancer plans with the Part D deductible. I kind of add that in there. Their life insurance, and then their health conditions. Again, this is where I'd be making my Medicare supplement sale. I would write the application. Their Medicare card is right there on the table, so they don't have to dig through it. It's another reason why I ask them to get it out, because I know that I'm going to be making that sale, and I'm going to need that at the end. So we're going to, after we've made that Medicare supplement sale, you've hopefully saved them, $50, $75, $100, $200. So you've saved them money, and you've helped them, and you've educated them. You've built your trust and your credibility. And so by saving the money, of course, they're going to love you, and they're going to be grateful. So we're going to go back to the health insurance. Again, this is the same appointment. We're going to some good questions to ask when you go back to the life insurance. Is that, are you still paying a premium for your life insurance? Do you have any paid up policies? When was the last time you reviewed your policy? Have you done a beneficiary review? With the beneficiary review, especially if it's a second marriage, there's a lot of times where I ran into where the husband had the first wife as the beneficiary. So you better believe I made some life sales with that one. So doing a beneficiary review is just a really good introduction, a really good foot in the door to get that life insurance. And then also the last thing is that, will you be leaving a legacy? Will you be leaving anything for your kids or grandkids? And then the last thing that I go over, this is after making, like I said, you guys have your own closings. This is just a fact-finding webinar. It's not a sales presentation webinar. So I'm just giving you little tidbits on how to obtain this information, how to ask for it. So the last thing that I do, and I do this every single time that I'm in a house, no matter if I make a Medicare supplement sale, life sale, if I don't make any sales at all, if I've made 5 sales, I always use this closing every single time. And this has to do with the financial vehicles. It has to do with the annuities and the money. So as I'm closing up and I'm packing up my things, I say, the last area I need to cover with you to get the entire picture is the financial area. This is only going to take a few minutes, so it's going to be brief. I do have maybe another appointment that I need to go to. And then I go into what I call the 3-circle presentation. And my 3-circle presentation looks something like this. This is going to let me know if they have any annuities, if they have any CDs, what type of financial vehicles that they do have, without just asking. Because when some people are, when it comes to their money and in their nest egg, that's a very sensitive thing. They've worked all of their lives to build up some sort of financial vehicle or some sort of financial protection. And so I just don't want to plain out just ask, okay, do you have, annuities? Do you have this? So I've come up with this I do 3 circles on a piece of paper that looks similar to like this. But I first start out with income. Okay, so you have to be careful in which order that you go into. You don't want to just ask them, oh, how much money do you have in your checking account? That's a very personal question. And imagine if somebody just asked you that, you'd be very reserved to tell them that answer. So I go over into income with their Social Security. If I haven't found out what their Social Security is by doing that supplement and by doing all my presentation beforehand, I ask them, okay, how much in Social Security do you make a month? And that's a pretty non-threatening question. It's a set amount every month that they get. So I jot down that number right there. I write Social Security, and then I jot down that number. And then I ask them, okay, do you get any pensions? Do you have any RMDs that you get? What is there any other income that you receive? They either say yes or no. And then I drop down to bills. So for example, if their Social Security was $1,500 and they get, RMD for $500, so their income is $2,000 a month, I drop down to bills and I ask them, okay, on a monthly basis, what's your bills look like? Do you have your house paid off, your car is paid off? So I go into more just asking them general questions, and I tell them that it doesn't have to be exact. And so if they say, $1,000. All right, so we know that they've got $1,000 left every month from their income to their bills, that they've got $1,000 left. And so I jump over to their savings. I don't even ask them about their checking account. I don't really care what they have in their checking account. I care more about the savings and that nest egg, just because of liquidity. So in the savings account, I say, okay, well, you save about $1,000. Do you move that over to your savings account, or do you keep that in your checking? Most time they say, okay, I move that over to my savings account. And then I do ask them use ranges, and use wording such as, ballpark, round numbers, rough estimate. Don't ever ask how much. So ballpark or ranges, okay, do you keep your savings, $25,000 to $40,000 around there, is it less? Is it more? If people say it's a little bit less, okay, let's, 15,000, that sound about right? Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so I write in $15,000 for their savings. And then I jump over to the nest egg. And then I start writing, and I explain to them what a nest egg is. A nest egg is that financial, that you never touch anything over here unless it's a dire need. This is the money that you've been working for and that you've put away over the years. So I just start writing down CDs, and I was like, hey, do you have any CDs in your nest egg? They're either going to say yes or no. If they say yes, I actually put a check mark. Instead of asking the number, I first ask them check mark. Okay, or I first fill in a check mark. And then I ask real estate, okay, do you own your home? Do you have any rental properties? Yes, we own our home. Perfect, I put a check mark there too. 401k. And so I go down the list and ask them, and then I put check marks. I get down to the very end, and I leave annuities to the very end, because a lot of people have a stigma about annuities in that word, and that they're bad. So actually I wait till annuities until they're the very last one. And then I ask, okay, do you have any, annuities? And they either say yes or no. So say yes, we put a check mark there. And then I jump up all the way to the CDs, and then I start asking more questions. I go down the list of the things that they do have, and this is where I get, okay, ballpark, how much do you have, ballpark, what do you have for your CDs? Are they maturing? So I go down the list to see exactly in details of what they have, and that will be able to tell me, again, their financial. And this is all fact finding. This is just all obtaining information. At the very end, I gather statements. Either if you're a rookie agent or a veteran agent, you can use this system just to obtain information. If you're a rookie agent and you're not sure exactly where to go from here, grab the statements, ask them, have you gotten your annual statement recently, or do you have your latest statements? And I can take that back to my financial advisor, and I can maybe do my homework for you. And most of the time they have not a problem giving you statements. And then you can right then and there make your second appointment. Be like, you know what, I've got next Tuesday available. I'll bring my FA back, and then your senior manager or your financial advisor can come back with you and help you make that annuity sale. So again, if you're rookie agent or veteran, it all works the same. This all is a fact finding a little bit deeper on how to ask questions, how it flows by using that A and B presentation. So at the very end, after all this appointment, I'm wrapping up everything. You could potentially have made at least 5 sales by doing this A and B presentation just by Medicare. And Medicare is the easiest lead to get into when you're making phone calls because Medicare is constantly changing. People don't quite know the changes of Medicare, but they know something's happening. So Medicare is just an easy way to get your foot into the door. And then you can talk about anything in the household, like I said, when it comes to long-term care, cancer, life insurance, and annuities. So this is again the fact finding a little bit deeper. Alrighty, and that's all I have for you today. I do know that there's a couple questions here. One question that somebody put in here is that what does SPLW stand for? It's actually single premium whole life, single premium whole life insurance. And some with a single premium whole life insurance, they do have that long-term care riders with them. I'm also going to open up the last poll here that I have. It's that Medicare, that choosing that Medicare guidebook that I use. If you guys would be, if any of you are interested in receiving that book that I'm talking about that I use in the household, you can answer yes or no to that, and I'll be sending those. I can send out those books to you, not a problem. And if you guys have any questions at all, definitely give me a call. I'm here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30. So definitely give me a call. I'm actually a case manager for life, annuity, and also Medicare supplements. So I can help you in all 3 of those fields. And again, our marketers here too are amazing, and they'd give you great information about that single premium whole life because the long-term care it does get a little bit expensive, and so this is using that single premium whole life insurance is a great way to go ahead and for that alternate planning. I hope you guys enjoyed the webinar. And again, if you have any questions at all, definitely give me a call. I do appreciate everybody coming on board and seeing this webinar. So you guys have a great AEP season and enjoy the rest of your day. All right, thanks.